northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore.
First down, Ravens.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he takes us up right near the 45-yard line.
I could have buzzed that for a
They get
good
7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
And a Raven 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it audible, or was it
Come on now, Malachi. Come on now, Malachi. You know I do this, boy. Got this man up. Got this man up. Got this man up with Lamar.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, shit. I got that man up with Lamar real quick, Malachi. Come on now, you know how I do this.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time.
Oh, I like that.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia. Was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll take this one for about.
Don't let him fumble that rock.
He's tackled at
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton, he rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try to wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback.
Look how they get this shit started, man.
But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Damn, I should have been up me. That my friend.
Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson.
Damn, I threw that too early. I mean late. I threw that late. It's crap. If I should have been through him. He was naked. That was on me. My bad, Lamar. I got your interception.
A real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Forced out to his left. And incomplete.
Clout diggity. Clout diggity.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to
what he at, Malachi?
contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Michel.
Okay, he can have that run play. Cause we hurt players around here. We hurt players.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to
Run
play
this shit
to.
back,
They
Turbo.
want to be that team that runs the ball really
Run
well
this shit
each and
back.
every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel.
Hey, run that shit back one more time. I'm banging. I want him to do that shit.
13 yards that time and another first down. Consecutive plays now with that offensive.
Cause now he gonna think he's gonna got it now. Now he gonna think he got the run.
It borders on arrogance now. That's that
He
good
gonna think I just.
believing you can run the football whenever you get
Yeah.
ready.
Well, he finna think I just stealing out on the run now.
He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
What I told you.
2nd and 10 coming up.
What I told you. What I told you.
at the 35-yard line.
Didn't I tell you? I just called this out, Malachi. You hearing me talk now?
They'll try the air now with Newton.
That's so gay. Now look, if my linebacker had Lurker right there, he would have picked it. That's what I mean by linebackers can't jump. You seen that right there?
The goal for any offense versus his own defense available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
You see me right there, I read it.
Executed crossing route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the 44, Newton.
Come on now. This man is on clamp diggity.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
I had a dive.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Baltimore.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 21, Mark.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is Ingram on first and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the second round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4. Second and 4, they can still get a first down without scoring.
At the 6-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Fine work by the Patriots.
That was on me.
4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration
I sold myself right there. I should have just went for the first mind. My first mind route was the triangle on the hit, because he had nobody right there. That was my first mind route, goddamn.
And Tucker's kick right there.
So I just completely said, fuck that shit. Just look the opposite direction.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give him a touchdown in that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jackson on the return. The Patriots take first and 10 at their own.
I ain't even worried about it, because our defense is locked down. Locking this man down.
And it's been a miserable start for them
He's
offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
oh,
You know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
he's showing the quit.
It's a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Newton. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
That was me.
And he gets
I should have
this
just
across
looked.
the 35 before he's out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hello. Okay.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yannick Ngakoue. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now Michelle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
That is so gay. Be real. Be real. Be real. Be real. Be real. And I bet that nigga is so happy about that. I bet the nigga like dot. Look at that. Was, be real. Be real.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You at the crib.
Cam goes out wide quickly. And he's going to be taken
You said what?
down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line.
Oh damn. Oh damn.
That's how you drop the run pass option. Right there, you get a
I'm so weak, but not to see it, bro. Not to see it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Oh yeah, on God, I know you need to after work blind.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Michelle.
Shit, alright, hit
This time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of
Alright.
scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, Michelle, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session.
He said he's dry right now.
Just about every play. And You know, they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film,
Yeah.
you better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball.
All right.
On third down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense. Certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
The score, Ravens 17, Patriots 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, Newton. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
I don't like how the fuck I lost to that other game. I should never lost that my last game to my last opponent. I should never lost. I really shouldn't.
Tucker now to kick it away.
I ain't running the ball every time. I just couldn't stop it running too late. I started figuring it out.
And taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah, that's what I do. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Now Newton on first down. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Newton on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. To throw again, Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the air again, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing on second and long. Newton. Green with a catch left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Newton now on second down. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Second and 10, Newton again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To number 15.
A big play there. 88 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to look deep for Edelman. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Good.
A big play there for New England. 67 yards.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Patrick.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Newton. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
They'll run for it with Michelle. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
2-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. On second down, Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
The tackle.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over
At their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
25-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 47. Here's Newton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Throwing again. Newton. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Patriots 9.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A play fake to Michel. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58, 8.
On the ground, Michelle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 50. Gun. Watch the run. Good stop, baby. That's baby.
On 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. And able to find Green. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
Michelle going to try again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4.
Great. 58 to Mike. Drop deep. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They're running it. It's Michelle, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michelle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go. And let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Operating from the gun. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
31. Patriots 15.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Number 15.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It's second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The Raven first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Again, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Deshaun Jackson, 95 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Back to throw, Newton. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game.
Patriots 20.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, Newton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Michelle. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. Cam goes out wide quickly. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.
Patriots.
But Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Ravens, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston.